I saw a few tweets and I saw a couple of articles where they were congratulating, or self-felating, probably is a more accurate way of describing it. They were congratulating themselves for having the most diverse leadership candidates in the political arena in recent memory. And there was quite a few conservative commentators saying, like, you know, this is the sort of diversity that Labour could only dream of. Did you see anything like that?
Yeah, I did. So I was talking to somebody about this today as well. If those words are at any cost, then you have gone mad. You're insane. You can't go. Yeah, our family are actually from the Caribbean. She was here in the Windrush. She's worked her way all the way through school. And and she put herself through private school. Both her parents actually owned a newsagent. Her uncle's a butcher. And here she's a massive racist. Anyway, you're like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
She's a transphobic, homophobic nightmare who's a bit thick. And you go, whoa, who gives a fuck? I don't care what race she is. That's insane. Fuck off.
Yeah.
So they've been doing that for ages. You know about fucking Cruella Patel going, she can't be being a massive racist, xenophobic nightmare because she's brown.
Yeah.
What? She fucking is. If you did the whole thing without showing a picture and you read the profile, you'd be like, oh, no, it's a massive racist. When you were showing the picture, you wouldn't go, oh, no, she's not. She is. So there she is. She's a bigot.
It's fascinating, isn't it? It's like, you would hope, or you would think that people like Patel, Cleverly, Braverman would understand the role that they're actually playing for the Conservative Party. Maybe they do, and they're willing to strike that bargain to kind of like sell their soul to get to the top.
Exactly
or
what
near
it
the top.
is. Yeah.
But
it's got a name. I'm just trying to think. I've got some
useful idiot. I don't know. Porn. Tokenism. No. I don't know.
A rocket raccoon. Is that the right one? But then there's the other one. Is white on the inside, black on the outside. So I can't remember what the thing is. Yeah, it's like it has been a fucking.
But it's kind of like I think it sort of speaks to this idea of what they'll do is they'll have a sort of trophy of the thing that they wish that they were actually showcasing. So in the case of like people of color, what they'll do is they'll get a report back, like the institutional racism report, where Boris Johnson like took a casting glance at it, and the report was a huge whitewash. A lot of people were very insulted, offended by it, and saying like, what the fuck is this nonsense? Like, it says there's no such thing as institutional racism in the UK. Are you fucking joking? And the Johnson administration were like, well, cool, case closed then. I guess there's nothing to look at. There was people cited in that report who then came out in the open and said, I never fucking spoke to these people. Why? Why is their quotes attributed to me? So they won't look into institutional racism, but what they will do is take a black guy or a woman of South Asian heritage and put her in a position of power, because then that's the easy thing. Then they can say, no, look, there's no such thing as racism, because if there were, then...
But you are within a breath of, I've actually got a black friend. You are there. You're there. You're in the room.
Yes, you're right. It is.
I've got a black friend.
The Whitehall equivalent of that.
Yeah,
and it's the same. It goes across like the entire diversity arena. Like so they congratulate themselves on having. Well, if Truss does secure number 10, she'll be the third female prime minister, and in like anyone who will listen, they will say like, well, you know, it's third conservative prime minister. What are Labour even doing? Like,
I know women who don't count Margaret Thatcher as a member of their gender. like, yeah, she's got a vagina probably. I mean, nobody checked. Yeah.
I think if you ran sort of psych evaluation on her, you would find.
Dennis, has your wife got a vagina? I don't know. Yeah, exactly.
I think if you did a full psych evaluation on Margaret Thatcher, she would come out with the fucking sociopath dashboard, like flashing, just like no emotion.
Liz Truss has got her economist, hasn't she? She said, I've had all my maths checked on my insane tax ideas. And you went, who is it? And she went, he's an 80-year-old college professor who wants to work with Margaret Thatcher. Here he is.
Is that Patrick Minford? Because I've seen, saw his name bandied about.
He's 80-year-old. He's a professor of economics,
And
he
like,
used to work with Margaret Thatcher.
So for the benefit of people who are not so familiar with him, so this guy is the economist. And when I say the economist, I don't mean like in the prestigious sense. I mean the singular economist who said, "I think Brexit's going to be bloody great. I think it's going to cash inject Britain with 400 billion." But
he also thought that Margaret Thatcher's economic plans were brilliant. And they were perfect, and they would make us the most booming economy in the world. I don't know if anybody watching was alive in 1989. I was. It didn't go well. That is what I remember distinctly of 1989.
Yeah.
Just what are we eating? Potatoes again?
Yummy.
More potatoes.
Yeah.
Or rice.
Let me rewind. Like, yes, we're eating potatoes if they don't repossess the house first. Good times in the 80s for a lot of people. Yay, Thatcherism.
Triple. That'd be fun to pay.
I will say this, though, for the Tories. I can't remember if I posted a TikTok about this. I was thinking about doing it, but then I was worried I might get a strike for doing it. But when they say Tories have diversity that Labour can only dream of, I kind of agree on the basis that, like, Labour talk the talk in terms of, like, you know, institutional racism this, or like refugees welcome that. But honestly, have they ever put a woman who is so severely cognitively inhibited into the final two of their leadership race?